It all began in 94, kept on rolling in 95. Square place in 96, it came to an end in 97, and now it goes, and here we go. KOF is here again. Nothing's gonna stop since 1998.
There we go. Goeienaand mense. Good evening.
Good,
Wow.
welcome everyone.
Yo, we gonna make it horns tonight, no?
Larrojons, baby.
Pretty good, I'll say. We got a good lineup. Takuma, give us a bit of detail on that lineup. Indeed. One of them, as you said before, including a tournament winner in our hands. So that already measures him up to be quite a formidable opponent.
Remember, those are the two brothers, bruh, that actually made it into the finals and playing
Fucking
against each other. So
beautiful.
they had sibling rivalry since, I don't know, since they were born. And then the finals took place with Yano and Goliathan. And unfortunately, Goliathan took that away. So yeah, it's gonna be very excited to see how the guys are gonna play each other tonight. It's gonna be full hand revenge tonight, guys. And yeah, the lineup looks very, very good. Guys, I mean, like you guys checked out the lineup. We have some amazing players that's gonna play against each other. For example, we got we got Goliathan versus Savage World. That's gonna be match one. We have Kurt Solo versus Super Lenny D at match two, and then we're gonna fast forward to Clown Prince, which is going to featuring in match 3 versus Jiren for tonight, guys. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing lineup. I think the guys are excited. The guys are pumped up. The buttons are haunting there on their sides. The joysticks is uitgewe en tear because they are excited. So without further ado, I think the guys are up and ready. I think the guys already went into the gameplay. So guys, if you are ready, the connection looks very strong on our side. So guys, if you guys are ready, we're gonna go into match one, quick and easy. Diddy, do the favor there. Do the honor of the lauded horns.
Lara,
Larrojons, baby.
just wait, hold on. Don't wait, let me just check if they're having issues.
Okay, no problem. We are live, guys. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook, guys. Made possible brought to you by Fightcade GGPO South Africa. And once again, a huge shout out to Super Takuma, LG Taku, and we have Bro Stevie, Bad Ghost,
Yes.
DD97, and RWM7 Arcade. We would have to say thank you to you guys for the support and love that you guys are sending. Thank you guys for the players as well. I know those guys are very excited to play tonight and showcase their talent. So guys, if you guys want to be featuring into the comment section, guys, go onto YouTube, go onto Twitch, go onto Facebook, and laat dit ons, guys. We can't wait for you from you. Starting from YouTube, well, while we're waiting for the players to get ready, starting on YouTube, we got RWC Jiren actually saying waiting patiently for this amazing matchup. Then we got Kurt Solo saying hello, and yeah, Kurt Solo, we are saying hello from our side as well. Moving to the Twitch section, Jiren saying let it once, let's go, guys. And moving to the Facebook, Michael Joseph Meyer saying, away man, let the fire burn. And then Jason Carl Williams also saying, fun fact, it's Group C's first match the entire tournament. So I know, it's Group C's first match, but we will see what is going to happen in this Group C, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Clown Prince so gooiing the yo on the tweet section. Yo, Clown Prince, welcome to the stream, my bro. So, guys, laat het gewoon on the comment section. Don't be scam. Send in those comments, guys. Send in those likes. Send in those subscribe, that follow. Guys, it's a huge pleasure to have these games broadcast to you guys. Well, because without us and without the players, this wouldn't have been possible, guys. So, guys, how's the streaming coming on, guys?
Gents, I
How's the
think
game coming on?
they currently suffering from the unbearable black screen at the moment. But what I'm
Boy,
thinking
load shedding.
is let's move on to the second match because we don't have to. It looks like it's there. They good. Like
I was not the whole guy.
Okay.
let's just see if they connected now. I'm gonna open it.
Right, guys. So while those guys are there, guys, talking about the previous matches, like we just spoke about, Goliathan and Luciano. Didi can also be a staatsgetuige.
Say that shit like you just got to the Say that shit like you just got to the We're playing tonight. Now, here we go. KO Pepsi, nothing to stop. 1998, 94, we're playing tonight. Now, here we go. KO Pepsi.
Who's gonna take away match 2 and who is gonna take away match 3? If we're gonna go to match 2, is it gonna be match 1? Is it gonna be Goliathan or is it gonna be Savage World? Going to match 2, will it be Kurt Solo or Super Lenny D? And then for match 3, do you think it's gonna be Clown Prince or Jiren, guys? The voting is open now on the Facebook side, guys. So join into that and vote. Don't worry about it. We are not voting for a new president. We are voting just to see who is gonna be on top of tonight's matchup, guys.
Yeah, I look forward to it. 'Cause there's something
Yeah,
about
man.
this lineup today in particular that I'm keen on looking into. That being my personal anticipated one, Lenny and Kurt. These two have been preparing for quite some time, and I'm interested on seeing just what they have in store for us today.
Hey, man, I agree with you. And I mean, like, checking into last week matches, going into 98 on Wednesday. What is your seeing over those matches, Blaze?
In my summation of those matches, I'd say it was pretty back and forth. And in respects, while we saw some straight scorelines, they were by no means an easy win by any stretch of the imagination. Because we still saw instances of like close encounters, certain interactions and decisions that were hugely impactful on the result of itself. And that clearly shows that both players were clearly on their game, doing their best. So, with that in perspective, it leads me to believe that everyone is really out here doing their best in regards to their preparation, in regards to how much they're putting into like the actual match to match basis, especially with their characters, because we saw a lot of back and forth in terms of like gambling. I saw a lot of Clark. Funny enough, this character cannot avoid the screen if he wants to. He seems like a fan favorite at this point.
Oh, you're getting clocked all the way.
I did just get Clark. I did just
Yeah.
get Clarked.
Just got clocked, my bro. And I have to
Mm.
say, looking into the matchup of Yano G and Diddy, like I know Diddy is actually a strong Cheng and Choi player, you know. And if you don't know about it yet, the viewers that is actually watching the game, if you don't know, but Diddy has his own barber shop featuring Choi, bruh. So So, bruh, if you are looking for a haircut, he will definitely use Choi and take you straight to a barber shop and activate that fate, my bruh. Because, like they say, wanneer die fate in is, as die kinders los.
As if that wasn't enough on its own. Then we got the big man in Chang, who was also there cleaning up shop there, just swinging on you like an
Yo,
absolute thing. Yeah.
that guy is just throwing balls everywhere.
Yeah, I swear the man should make it into the team. The man handles
Dude.
it so well.
And I agree with you, Blaze, and I agree with Michael as well, saying get them clippers out, laugh out loud. No, definitely, like Diddy is not playing tonight, but I know that would have been really, really been amazing to see those clippers coming out tonight. But checking into Yano's gameplay, which is actually so great about it, is that he has a great counter and offense, defense, counter and offense gameplay with his characters. And I know Takuma is his strongest character in the 98 tournaments. So he is very great with Takuma. Blaze, what you're saying about that?
Oh, I agree, definitely. I think part of it does lend to the choice that you make in regards to who you're running on your team. And you can look no further than Takuma, for example, because that character is definitively one of the better zoners in this game. The fireball that he throws out is difficult to maneuver. He has serviceable buttons that is also able to keep you out. And he has one of the fastest run boost supers, which means that on reaction, the opponent can see you jump or recklessly rush into them
Yeah.
and then put that super out as a punish, which means no matter how you look at it, if you force your way in, you're just going to get sent back to the trenches.
You're just gonna be dead.
It's just going to be a war of attrition. You know that old analogy of beating your head into the wall? That's what it feels like whenever you fight this character. Because every time you try something, it feels like a constant mistake you're making.
No, definitely. And you know what's the other thing as well, which is so weird, is that once you or if you just make one mistake or if you just cancel your guard, you are done. You are definitely done because the thing is the combos into that power meter, bruh. You are dead. You are dead.
It's funny by the conventions of what we understand in 98 is that a lot of the combo routing here, even the most basic ones that don't even require resources, still do a pretty significant amount. We're talking an upwards of 20 to 25 if you got the right hit. But then if you want to attack on even more, just by spending one, you already get an upwards boost of, say, 30 to 40, which is pretty significant, especially just from making one mistake or one misstep in a key moment in interaction. So by definition, it seems like KOF is a very punishing game because the damage can have degrees of variance in terms of how hard the characters can hit.
Laro Horns, baby.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. Sorry to interrupt, guys. Looks like we got a match going here. Clown Prince.
All right.
Just cheering.
Speaking of, I feel that in this match specifically, yeah, I'd say Jaren is poised to do a lot of damage here.
No, definitely. He's definitely gonna have the upper advantage. But I have to say, we haven't seen Clown put in its maximum form. So I think tonight we are gonna see the true. Sorry, not Clown. I spoke about it wrong. Sorry, but we are gonna see the full guys playing against each other, which is gonna be great.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
also
it
agree
is
on that
good.
point because we haven't really seen much of him in action. So
Yeah.
that leads me to think as like, where does he measure up compared to the rest of the competition?
No,
And,
and-
this feels like the best time and point to prove yourself now. Because if you can take a result here, that is very telling for where you stand in position to everyone else that might be your future opponents down the line.
Yeah, and you will definitely see some surprises, right? So it's good solo.
Speaking of surprises, Jaren is you on point.
Wait,
That's
Jiren and Conference, what?
Yeah, this was not what I was expecting. But
Yeah,
we're done with it. Speaking of running, he's already. We are just keeping him cornered. Tech throw. Like. He has
I haven't
basics now.
expected Zero to be in the game. I did not expect Zero to be here.
I guess all this talk about Clown Prince coming up with some form of surprise has been completely upended by this choice. Like, I was not expecting this character whatsoever. And she's worth speaking of because she is, in many regards, one of the strongest in the game. Namely because look, she can attack on stun damage like a trucker.
Zero just better. Whole game, bruh. And if it was full life, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, imagine that. And it doesn't even cost much because she's named flexible on in attacking. Oh, there's the QCM! You're basically locked out of your supers now. Good luck. You cannot use your specials. You cannot use your supers. You basically have to block for an extended period of time until you die. Look at that, an OCV. That is very convincing in regards to what Jen is putting on right now. At this point, he might run train with this entire game. But it's too soon to call. There's a likely chance that Clown Prince might have something up his sleeve. As they say, the Joker always carries something in their back pocket for surprises.
Yeah, you always carry an ace.
Yeah,
Up his sleeve.
yeah. If you're running a full house of cards, might as well bring one up. See what hand you're running with.
What is so good now? No.
No, what
hold on.
happened? What happened with the game? Come on, guys. You can't say you don't have data.
Again, data.
Hold on.
It
Let's
just
have a-
started to look so great on Kurt Solo's side. Yeah, but okay, right. It looks like there is a bit of a network problem, and you can't blame it on load shedding, because Escom did not put any power off tonight, guys.
That is most unfortunate, ain't it?
Wow. I was so, we were so excited about it. I'm like, what is going on now?
Yeah, no, I was being literally blown away by the spectacle of an unexpected character choice being brought before our very eyes. Not only that, he was using them very well.
No, definitely. I mean, like, I agree with you and with Michael saying Suzuru is very difficult to play with, a character to play with. And another thing as well is she is a hard counter character. Like there was a move at the end that Shizuru actually made against Clown Prince. It looked when Terry was down, Shizuru made a forward clone of her, and he was a bit mixed up because that's the benefit of Shizuru. You can let the clone go forward, or you can leave the clone behind and you move forward. So that is where the whole mix-up comes on.
Yes.
That was, and I have to say, that's a great gameplay. Doing into that with a down kick, he actually took that game. And believe me, if Shizuru had full life, bruh, that would have been a perfect because Terry did not get one hit in.
Even like Clown Prince was completely lost as to how he's supposed to figure out how to approach the matchup, how to defend against her, and how to mount any form of offense against her. So, yeah, it's definitely, you be put in that situation a lot when you come up against this character, because any hit that they land is like, oh, they're sending you to the corner, and if they have meter, they have the ability to basically lock you out of your key moves as well. And not only that, the mirrors, the ones where she projects clones of herself, they're really hard to deal with because some are tangible and some are intangible. By intangible, I basically mean that you can't hit her because the attack itself is treated as like a projectile. Projectiles are basically independent of themselves. They are not attached to the character whatsoever. So that means you have to interact with it as like a separate attack, a ranged attack, so to speak.
And I actually believe you into that because the thing is, if you, this is the main thing that I've actually learned about it, is to get players who can play with these characters, play against them, and learn how they will play. You understand what I mean? That is what I picked up with playing against Pro Stevie, playing against Diddy. That was KOF in 2002. But I've learned some moves that they are, like, you know, they are doing it, the mix-up, because, for example, the same like you mentioned about Shizuru, using herself as a projectile, her clones, it is a bit confusing, but if you study the character every day, you will start to see the pattern and then execute it perfectly and know, okay, right, this is this move, what Shizuru is going to do. She is projectiling herself instead of the clone. You understand what I mean? So you need to do some characters, you need to go study some characters instead of just playing with your characters and think this is a normal, throwing your 50 cent in the game and just play the arcade version. We are playing against the whole best out of the best South African players, and you do not know what they are gonna do with these characters.
I agree with you 100%. There is that element and principle that I would like to harp on, and that is do your research. What this extends to is obviously learn about your character, your team, but also frame that in context to the rest of the cast, the characters that you might likely go up against, because you never know what someone is going to bring up. And we're seeing that in full force today, where if you had a perceived notion of what Jiren was going to run today, it has been completely thrown out the window because of this choice alone. So with that screw being thrown into the mix, it's like you are being caught very flat-footed and exposed.
And I'm not telling you, bruh. Those people who doesn't have character knowledge, like Michael is saying here on Facebook, you can see they didn't do any homework at school time. You understand? So yeah, you can see that they didn't do any homework when they were doing or going to school. Going into the comment section quickly, we seeing Super Takuma 7 saying Jiren is representing Athlone in the house. Then we go into Twitch. Pro Stevie, hello everyone. Good evening to Pro Stevie. Nice to see you on the stream. Jiro saying on Twitch, why is Ghost bragging in the lobby with his B ranking? He must put it away, please. Please leave Ghost alone in his own spirit realm. Please, just leave him there. Just leave him there. And then Jiro also saying, also Blaze took me to the barbershop yesterday, 22-1. Is it true, Blaze?
I cannot deny this. It was a very hard-fought lesson that was being hammered in that specific sets of games. So,
Bro, 22-1. That okay, right? We're not gonna go deeply into that. Because Pro Stevie's also said laugh out loud, no such thing. I'm also shocked like you are, Pro Stevie, in that 22-1. I'm like, what the hell is he? Is he trying to beat the Undertaker's winning streak or what's going on? You know. And then Mr. Chocolate is also throwing some liquor flavors in there, saying, how's it? There's a bit of an echo on the casters. Thank you for telling that, my bro. I just went and I checked, it was on my side. And I just want to apologize for the echoing, but thank you for picking up those things and sending it into the comment section. Truly appreciate it, because we want to give the best of the best for you guys, for the best people out there. Going into Mr. Chocolate saying again, or she's Clown Prince actually replying, because he actually just experienced that from Cesaro saying, she is a nightmare. But I also believe in that. Cesaro is a nightmare. Going into Mr. Chocolate, what do you say, Blaze?
I was saying, yeah, if you haven't fought her, you are gonna learn today just how much of a nightmare she actually is.
She's definitely a day nightmare, bruh. Not a nightmare, a daymare included, bruh. Then we have Mr. Chocolate saying, it's fixed and it's very clean. We're just waiting on some technical. We do experience some technical difficulties, which we are actually working on now at the moment, checking out some network problems, checking out some other things, guys. But we are actually hardly busy fixing it so that we can get back into the action and live stream it for you guys wherever you are. Ghost replying to Jiren saying, hey, don't let me be your opponent tonight on live. So Ghost, as a belief, I just said stay in the spirit realm. Don't be like that. As a belief, Kanala, I'm asking you very well on that, my bro. Moving on to Facebook. Moving to Facebook. Takuma Thomas saying that was fire. I truly agree with you with Cesaro's match, even though that was like a sneak peek of it. But I truly agree with you on that. Going into Michael Mayer saying as well, that combo into the DM is next level, bruh. And I spoke about the Wookie. The corner is so dangerous, guys. If you didn't listen to your parents, tonight you're gonna get a live lesson. Stay away from the Wookiees, guys. Stay away. Because if you're gonna be in that corner, it's game over, my bro. And then Michael also saying the same. Jason wanted to learn her for a while now. Sneaky Fox, laugh out loud.
Man is putting his plans into fruition, it seems. He wasn't gonna let us know until the day actually came. And lo and behold, what a surprise unearthed upon all of us now. I'm thinking it's fortunate now that we had this little pause so we can now sit and reflect on what we just witnessed. Because none of us expected this, I would say. And now I want to see more of it, honestly.
I think what's the other thing that I wanted to say? I think Clown Prince actually went back now and he did his research now. That's why he's not on the game.
Oh, how fortunate the dice have rolled upon thee. But as we say that, it seems he's taken that brief pause to recollect himself and try to gain some semblance of understanding so he can manage this matchup better. And as we say that, he's actually going back. He's playing now. So
So the matchup is up and ready.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we're just waiting just to get the fix up, and then
Mm.
we are good to go, guys.
Yeah. So just bear with it a little longer. Speaking of bear, Mr. Chocolate is asking if you had to pick which character to be grabbed by in KOF, who would you have it be? My answer is none. Nada. Yeah, I'll leave it there for now. And we're seeing more Chizuru at work here. Oh, nice roll past the sweep. And you're locked out of Super X again. Good luck. See, this is probably the crux of what makes this character powerful. Not only does she have very effective tools in regards to her mirror projectiles, she has a DP, and she has an anti-projectile reflector. She also has the clone super that sends out a multitude of attacks, which basically forces you into a blocking situation. Think of like an anime fighter where you have an actively hitting attack for Okizeme. She can do that at any given moment just for extensive pressure or for touch of death combos, or to even rack up stun itself. And the second super also effectively locks you out of your moves. And that's hard in such a game where you need to be able to use that for any sort of reward and controlling the game whatsoever.
And,
So,
and
as
sorry,
we say
Blaze,
that-
sorry to chime in. Clown Prince just beat it to 0. That is
Finally.
so. I can't believe it. I
That's a
can't believe
huge
it.
win.
He beat it her.
But now we went from one daymare into the absolute nightmare, Orochi Yashiro.
Ooh, that's bad.
Indeed, in his hands, we already know what's coming here. You're
Oh,
about to get
and he-
tossed into the dirt. Oh, not if Clown Prince has anything to say about that. The DM super that actually regains him health is gonna help him contend with this. Yeah, with Haiden is
Whoa.
traditionally a zoner. Oh, I actually got the wrong Yashiro. It's the regular one, not the Orochi version. I just got confused by the color. Oh, nice jump back, jump D. That
yeah.
move is very unsafe. You have to be mindful of when you commit to it, because once it's blocked, you have to land. You are vulnerable until you land, and the opponent is free to combo you however they please.
No, definitely.
Yeah, so we are seeing a bit of an adjustment from Clown Prince, because he didn't go down as swiftly as the first game to Chizuru alone. So he might be developing some form of counter strategy on the fly. The question is, can the next attempt now have more significance?
And as you can see through the characters, looks like Jiren is staying with Chizuru. King has been replaced in the team of Clown Prince. Let's see what he can do with King.
It's an interesting choice, I will say, because King traditionally is not all that great. She does her role, I would say, especially in the point, because she is effectively good at, like, she has decent buttons. Venom Strike is ideally good for zoning, but that's not gonna matter once your opponent is up in your face like this. Oh, now he has to contend. Yep, Clown
Oh
Prince is
no.
entirely lost on what to do. Even with an idea of trying to put a new character to his face, it's not working to the same effect. And speaking of effects, the screen has just went out.
Ah, the screen just. I think Jiren, please keep it slow. Keep it nice and easy. Don't as a please don't do that, man. Please. Take it calm. Otherwise, you're gonna freeze the whole thing again.
I swear, man, this is the curse of Chizuru. We cannot have her on screen for so long, otherwise she breaks the game. And she's already doing that by
definitely.
existing.
No, exactly. She has been breaking the game since '69, bro.
Yeah,
No,
no.
she's a game breaker.
Yeah, and all she does is just affect light projections. She merely projects herself onto the screen. Having more than one of her is bad enough. Now, two is like, oh my, this feels like glitches are happening left, right, and center, and we can't do nothing about it.
Bro. So Zolder, I'm gonna be back now in a few seconds, guys.
Mm. Yes, it is. Mm. I wouldn't count our hopes out just yet. There might be a chance that we'll get to run that game a bit later. So we're just having to move a lot of different pieces around so we can get things moving along. Because today is a pretty stacked day. Imagine having these matches to look forward to, and well, other stuff that I'll probably not allude to just yet. But yeah, I was definitely looking forward to all of these today, and so far, my expectations have been blown out of the water again.
The issue that we're having right now, and I assume that what's happening, it's not ESCOM, luckily. It's not load shedding that's affecting us today, people. It's probably the weather that we are having that's affecting it. Let's just hope they do come up and start. I see that Goliathan and Savage World are trying and trying and trying constantly, and they're constantly getting the black screen. But I'll provide feedback a bit later as to see what's going on.
All right, you guys heard it here. There's our there's our partner in crime trying to remedy the situation at hand. Keep your eyes peeled because hopefully we'll try and get things up and running back for you. But yeah, for now we still have another one that we could possibly run. We just have to wonder as to whether we can finish the last game between Clown Prince and Jiren. I certainly want to see it finished because we weren't done. But
And I mean, like, Klamprin actually saw he got the chance now to beat his nightmare, and he was so excited when I saw on Twitch he's saying, "What the f is going on?" when the game froze. And
Those-
Michael's saying on Facebook, Michael is saying on Facebook, die game het geblaas, lag my sas.
Ain't that a feeling?
No, bruh. That's what and what's the weird thing? I fully understand Clown Prince, how you feel. Because you're saying third time is a charm, bruh, and I believe you because you have just executed that character of Hayden. You executed that knowledge perfectly, and you've used it liquor on normal Yoshiro and
Correct.
Zuru. So I think third time is going to be a charm, bruh.
Yeah, I think that character choice is going to be the key here in Clown Prince mounting some form of a rebuttal.
Claro Horns, baby.
Because I'd say in general, for most people, we're not that familiar with fighting zonas. And Hayden is just happens to be one of those. Not only that, but he also has lifesteal. I don't know who decided to give him that. We're like, you want to make this character survive even longer just so he can lay me out? Okay. Well, SNK, you on your bag when it comes to interesting designs for move lists. But how that translates is like, oh, imagine having to contend with that. We already have enough to deal with when these characters are literally throwing stuff onto the screen and it just catches us no matter which way we try to maneuver around it. So, but that's the charm of this game. It's like, even within like the realms of what we understand from an archetype standpoint, like we have grapplers, we have rushdown characters, we even have the wild eccentric ones like Choi, Chang, Chin, yeah, the three Chi-Chis. Like, yeah, and it still lends to a degree of variance such that, when you enter an ice cream store, that's littered with any and all kinds of flavors, from your vanilla to Rocky Road, caramel. It's in many ways like this as well, where if you're feeling adventurous, spicy, or you just want to try something that's fresh from the line that you're used to, lo and behold, you have something here. So And you can even have your cake and eat it in the sense of you want 3 scoops of 3 different flavors, but they're all from the same line. I'm like, oh, all right, go for it.
But and the main thing is, they all still have vanilla in them. Because vanilla is the key ingredient in every mix that you get, me brah.
Yeah, that's the core ingredient that ties them all together.
Claro horns, baby.
And it looks like we're back into the match, guys.
All right, your time's the charm, as they say it. So, what's gonna happen this time around? Is this gonna be a 3-0 straight, or is Champions gonna keep this game honest?
But I just want to give you guys an update. It is Super Lenny D featuring or versus Skirt Solo. Do a first to 3 match, guys.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I guess that result came to a conclusion. We'll let you know what happened. But for now, this is one I've been looking for a while. Kurt and Lenny. And Kurt running by some point. This is a character that he has to play recently. Oh, and wake up command throw. You have to be wary of how you approach her. Oh, good reverse
Into what?
Oh, we are just scrapping here. We are showing that we are not afraid. We are gonna disrespect your offense. Oh, Kurt was unfortunately too far for the crouch. That's usually a punish. But these DPs have been running its way.
Come on!
Like Lenny has a psychic read already on what Kurt wants to do. The moment you move forward, I'm already throwing this dragon punch in your face.
A normal down punch.
Speaking of dragon punches, we have another character with such a move in their set. Rio. Also another new pick for Kurt. Dang, I'm starting to see a trend in these games today. We're seeing picks that we did not expect to have today.
Ooh.
Oh, there's the Rekka. Oh, wake up, partial posting gets blocked. Oh, Lenny did not finish the Rekka to punish that. Nice punish on the roll.
Yori taking the hit on that.
And the crouch D just to catch you on your unawares. That is such a potent button to be mindful of. At any given point when you're attacking him, the opponent can just decide to hit it. Speaking of hitting, that DP did not find its mark. So it's Kurt's now to find a way to keep him penned and keep him overwhelmed by this Chris. Because we all know Chris is oppressive by definition. Look at these air buttons that he's just throwing out. Oh, the DP got blocked!
He just blocked that.
Oh, and the SDM Maiden Masher was blocked, unfortunate for Lenny. But this down to Terry, this is his best character in many of my eyes. And that's one thing. There's like, remember that thing you said about the key ingredients tying all these characters together? With Lenny in particular, all 3 characters he has have dragon punches in their moveset. And that plays very well into his strength because he's one that relies on that move very frequently.
That match.
Claro horns, baby.
Well, that's not going to be a matter in this case. Kurt takes game on.
People are waiting patiently to see if Clown Pants has learned about Suzuru or did some homework on Suzuru's match.
I can only imagine that he is doing the last minute cram work. You know, like when you show up late to an exam because you haven't fully read up on everything and now you're hoping your friends might give you some notes. It's like that now.
It's too late.
Speaking of the notes though, Lenny is keeping up with the same one where he's using these DPs very frivolously. But they're hitting, so he doesn't have to worry much. He just has to make sure Kurt can't get into his ideal range to start the. And it's already happened. But another Dragon Punch to disrespect, and we command throw again. So important to keep in mind with grapplers is that they have strike invincible command throws. So if you try and attack them as they're getting up, you are putting yourself at risk of having your own offense upended. So usually what you want to do is stand just shy of the range where they can grab you, or jump beforehand, because the best way to beat a grab is by jumping. But we are staying grounded in this match, it seems. Good punish from the third follow-up to the record, but wasn't able to get the cancel.
Oh,
There's the sweep, nice. And he caught the roll. Well played. Uh-oh, but wake up sweep again! Lenny is unrelenting with his will to enforce what he wants at this moment. It's all these reversals, all these buttons. If they're hitting, then he doesn't have to worry. But good punish again from Kurt. And the crouch speed, shutting down any intention to move forward in that moment. I think Lenny has to be more cautious of how Kurt is approaching him, because Kurt namely specializes in landing a single hit into a combo. And one of those ways is just to roll behind you, because if you're not ready to react, then you just might have your lights locked out of that moment. Oh, and decides to activate the max mode. Oh, and that run boost goes to punish this. Yo, fortunate. That is in Kurt fashion, punishing you in the most optimal way possible. A bit overkill, but hey, whatever gets the job done.
exactly, beautifully executed. And I agree with you with the grabs, brother. But the thing is, the difference about King of Fighters grab and Street Fighter grab, you have a command button to do the grab. In King of Fighters, you have to look to get that grab, guys. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool.
Yeah, there is an element of design here. In KOF, normal grabs and command grabs are very fast. And they are also very good at stuffing an opponent who cannot time their attacks effectively. So that's an element of threat you have to be mindful of whenever you try and bounce something off against them. So, that being said, yeah. If you were winning hard enough, then maybe some generator friction on the floor might do it for you. Because it's cold out here, man. We gotta do what we can to stay nice and cozy. But this is fight time, so you can never stay comfortable fighting her. And the record gets punished timely by Kurt. And the finger TP again. Oh, that was a scary spot. That was the ultimate hit that he needed there.
Are we gonna see a straight from fight to side?
It's looking like that, but you don't know. Especially when this man is on speed, we got Clock Skill in the building. Wow, he managed to grab the lightning legs on bottom. Yeah, Lenny wants one thing here. Yeah, I would have thought that move would have left her airborne for a brief period, but I'm wrong.
It is a straight. It is a straight from Vice. through
Oh.
clock against the wall.
楽しいね
Indeed. Man had an absolute ball of a time just running riot on Lenny's defenses. Because if you don't have the patience, fortitude, and the quickness to steer clear out of the one threat that she poses most, obviously the command grabs, you are gonna be seeing your run cut short very quickly. And lo and behold, the 3-0 is evidence of this.
No, definitely.
yeah.
We just we are actually reading the chats in Twitch. They're saying there's like a little bit of a problem about mic fix. Guys, as you guys know, it is RWM7 Arcade, which is Naldo, who is talking currently now in the mic. And then we have Blaze, aka Bad Bio, is also chatting on the other side as well, guys. We just want to know from which side is the echoing coming from, and if it's okay, just send the thumbs up, guys, on all the streams coming through. Just make sure that the sound is coming like a clear through, guys, so that we can just give the best of the best for you guys. Michael saying, not complaining about anything, but just saying he smells blood happening, and congratulating Kurtley Solomons, aka Kurt Solo, on that nicely win with Vice with a liquor straight there.
And as for updates, we have heard it from the horse's mouth himself, Clown Prince, saying we are gonna get that final game up and running for you. So he can finally see a conclusion to this foregone match so far. The show has been entirely stolen by Chizuru of Jiren so far. So I want to see how it's going to conclude. Are we going to have an absolute masterclass performance from him? Or are we going to see the Joker finally reveal his hand and start a
And the
party
match
of
is
chaos?
on the way. The match
Yeah.
is on the way.
Yep. And you see, he's left
Ooh,
hidden.
Zero
still
coming
has hiding.
strongly through, damaging Benomaru and punishing him in the corner.
Yep.
Ooh,
That is like a staple combo route for Chizuru. Close E, forward A, into super. It does so
bro,
much
did
work
you just
for her.
see that?
Yup, it was devastating. Simply devastating. And the fact that this character is still alive means you're gonna have to contend with her doing more of that again.
Oh, nicely read by Terry coming out of the corner.
Good sweep. Oh, Jiren actually
Again
managed
in
to
the
roll
corner.
past that.
Ooh. Nicely, Zero has 2 power balls, Terry has 1. What can be done? Oh no!
Oh, fortunate.
He just
That was
got
like
damaged.
huge. That was a huge gamble on the power case there.
Ow, Alzi Taku!
See. Oh! God cancel roll. Close C hits, but no combo.
Oh.
Jiren is making a point to stay on a Haiden no matter what. Because if he doesn't have the space, then he can't keep her out.
Oh no! Zero is like no. Michael, I agree with you. Zero has to come this game, bruh. Zero has to come this game.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a coincidence now for the fact that it's happened 3 times in a row. Whenever this character has been on screen, the game has decided to kill itself.
No, definitely. Michael saying another massacre happening. Bro,
And it's not happening to the player.
I'm getting goosey. I'm getting goosey. No,
Mm.
you know what's the thing? I think I'm not gonna say anything, but I think this is a huge benefit for Clown Prince, because he's actually smiling for these things happening. You understand? So that he can go back and go right down like, okay, right, I tried this, it failed. Let me do this in the next game. So this is what Clown Prince is actually doing.
I think
He's
Clown
actually happy when he sees this, my bro.
In essence,
he's probably like just pulling the wire out because he's probably just going wild in that room.
Yo, bruh, he's sweating there.
He's probably got his joystick in his hand and he's like shaking, and all of a sudden, no, that didn't work, and the joystick flies and what?
The other thing, going into the comment section here at YouTube, no, definitely.
yeah, we saw the
Oh.
freeze frame there where he did Haiden's command grab that steals life right when Jiren rolled. So it felt like something was about to change in regards to the tides of this match.
No, awesome. Just a huge shout out to LG Taku, bruh, busy studying. My bro, please, good luck with all the studying. Good luck with all the exams. And please, Clown Prince, take this as a lesson. Be like LG Taku. Please go study and go learn about these things because I'm telling you, my bro, you are gonna get murdered. You are gonna smell the blood, like Michael is saying. You're gonna smell blood, guys. So please, guys, once again, LZ Taku, good luck with all your studies, bro, and the exam. Moving over to the tweet side, and it's haunting the side, saying the following. Mr. King Gaming saying nice Kurt, congratulations Kurt Solar on the win. Mr. Chocolates is saying it's sabotage. It's a sabotaging game going on, and he's actually adding something as well. Fightcade don't like that character.
You know what? Fightcade is based. It's echoing the same sentiment we're having right now. It's fun to watch this character commit wars of atrocity, but it's another thing when you have to go up against her.
Oh man, I'm telling you, and Clown Prince is actually freaking out because he's saying, "I'm freaking not. I'm not studying this character. I know this character, so I don't need any studying. I'm just gonna go with muscle memory into this game. You know, like ek ken hy man, is algemene kennis. So I'm gonna go in with that. I'm like, yo, bro, are you serious?"
I honestly cannot make heads or tails about it. But I'll tell you one thing. With what we've seen today, we saw Jiren taking away the title of Prince and just leaving Clown with that very name alone. We just made an absolute fool out of him with that Chizuru. With how unprepared he was, it did seem like, like you were saying, Naldo, he was very unprepared. He was scrambling left and right, like slipping over a banana peel. It's in pure comedy, but pure entertainment for us. Just seeing how the struggle is for all of us.
No, definitely, guys. Moving into the next game, Splinity versus Savage World in a first of 5. Excuse
Oh,
me.
yes. Hold on. We'll have to cut this here. Sorry, guys. We're just giving you a bit of a thing to see on screen because we have some important announcements to make. Didi, could you come? Okay. I'm sorry to say, guys. This is just an exhibition. It's not an actual league game. So we'll just have one game of this, and we will call it here. Because we're sorry that we weren't able to give you all the matches in full coherence without any interruptions. We did not take into account just how funky people's connections were going to be today. So we're hoping we can leave you with something to take away from today.
Here we go. And now I fully understand the whole thing going through. Basically, it's like the echo coming from your side.
Oh, yes, that's so. Let me have a look.
Ooh, missed that power up of Iori. Moisted one again. Chris going for the attack. Oh, Chris just threw him up in the air with that grab. Nicely done by Chris.
All right, how
Nice.
do things look so far?
Chris rolling away. Terry's getting a bit scared. Thrown in the air like this with a nicely high attack. Almost take nicely grabbed. Nice game from Savage Will taking that first match against Super Lenny G. Where's my blade guy?
I am here. I'm here. I'm here. Am I okay? Yeah.
Guys,
Still a bit of a hiccup.
All right.
good evening. Good evening, guys. Sorry about the disconnections and reconnections. We've been having issues because of the weather today. So I would like to hear a bit from everybody that's been here today. Blaze, if you have a few words that you'd like to say to the community, you may go so.
Oh yes. I guess, guys, if I had to say anything, take away from this is one. Again, do your research, cause we have people here that are willing to do whatever it takes in picking actual top tiers, just so they can get the result. So you're gonna have to match that level of dedication in equal kind and be prepared as best as you can, because you never know what people might have up their sleeves. And the second thing,
Go ahead.
I hope you guys are all comfortable, seated, and in a good place right now. Because let you know, this weather has been absolutely shrill in the pure sense of the word. I stepped outside one time, and it felt like knives the size of toothpicks were being thrown at me, and it was just the wind. Winter is really upon us.
Really,
Yeah, yeah. We're 1 month away from winter, but it's already come early. Mm.
so
So
any
that being said, feels like we're gonna have to do our best to be prepared for what is to come. Speaking of what's to come, we also have a run of the following fixtures for tomorrow's GGPO.
we we can run next week's fixtures. Tomorrow's GGPO. I
Mhm.
don't think is ready for that right now, but we can run next week's fixtures.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
thinking of Fighters 98.
Mm.
Nalda, do you have any last words that you want to say before we go to the fixtures?
Hypo. Sharp, sharp. The other thing that I just wanted to say is, a lot of hypo moments with Suzuru actually took the whole cherry on the cake tonight. Guys, and I agree with Blaze. I agree with Bat. The thing is, guys, go do your research on your characters. Otherwise, you're gonna be demolished. Like the Zero did with that 3-point combo into a special, destroying you. And then the other thing as well, the second thing that I just want to say, guys, is do your research. I'm just gonna stick onto that point, guys. Once again, guys, it's so cold here in the Western Cape. I'm just gonna tell this the following, guys. Check the next thing, guys. Check the weather forecast. Keep yourself warm. I know in the Western Cape it is chillies going around. Keep yourself warm, guys, because I think the guys' fiber lines actually froze tonight. They couldn't give the best that they could. But yeah, we just have to move forward and we will see how things are gonna go, guys.
Thanks, Naldo.
Thank you.
I also just want to have a few words from myself. Thank you to the community for joining us this evening once again. We do apologize for the inconveniences and streaming of the games today, but as we've all mentioned before, it's probably due to the weather. And I'll hand over to Super Takuma to close it off and play the fixtures, and then we can end the night in a graceful style.
again in 94. Kept on rolling in 95. Square place in 96. It came to an end in 97. And now it goes, and here we go. KOF is here again. Nothing's gonna stop us. 1998. Say that shit like you just got your motherfucker. It all began in 94. Kept on rolling in 95. Square place in 96. It came to an end in 97. And now it goes, and here we go. KOF is here again. Nothing's gonna stop us. 1998.
Kind of missed out on today. It's not like we haven't gotten it, but I feel like we weren't satisfied enough. So
Yeah. It was. I think the weather got too many of us today, and next week we'll come back strong.
yeah.
Oh.
when in Telcom, things, you can only expect one thing. Yeah, so
So
yeah.
guys, from the team, I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to the admin guys, LG Taco, Bat, Super Takuma, Pro Stevie, KOF Ghost, DD97 and RWM7 Arcade. A huge thank you to you guys, the organizers. Wouldn't have been possible without you guys. Another thing for all the players as well, like Mr. Chocolate is also saying GG's to all the players, guys. We just want to say thank you to each and every player for coming up every week and showcase their greatest shocking waves that we are still like nibbling on our nails, my bro. Nail biting experience, guys. So from my side, from Naldo, RWM7 Arcade. I just want to say salute, sharp, and Didi, laat het gons.
Laro Cons, baby!